Hey everybody, it's Bruno from AndB. Make sure to subscribe to the Megapix Media channel and you'll never miss anything. Enjoy the episode.
What's up, you sucker? What's up, you sucker? What you looking at?
One of my least favorite guests you ever had at the Italian Sports Center. Who was that?
Least favorite?
My least favorite.
Your least favorite?
You know this. I bring it up all the time. Middle linebacker, Chicago Bears.
Oh, Dick Butkus.
Oh my God.
You know, he
was not very nice to you guys. I go on the record. Tony's just too polite.
He was my idol, and you know, sometimes you get a little disappointed. I think Dick was a little.
We can say this.
Dick was in a bit of a bad mood when he came up, and
a little bit.
Yeah, and Frank and I were jacked because I'm a huge Bears fan, still am, and he just seemed like he really wasn't happy to be here. Now by the end of it, he wanted to. He was really pleased, but
by then all the other Italian guys wanted to kick him out of town.
That's right. And by the end of that, by that point, Frank and I were kind of fed up too. So we normally drive the speaker back to the airport, but we sent him a car.
Yeah, well, that night, just to be really open and honest, I wasn't happy with a couple. Not who am I, but I wasn't really happy on what he said about you guys, even in joking. You know, I'm very sensitive about my friends. So he said, I only have time to sign a couple of balls, but not just a few. There's like 10,000 people there.
Well, that's what I mean.
He's only going to run 2 or 3. So I bring up a football, and I go, hey, Mr. Butkus. And he goes, well, you know what? I'm out of time, but I'll sign anyways. No, can you get Tony and Frank to sign this for me instead of you? So I don't think he was happy with that. But that was indicative. I think a lot of people kind of felt that way, that he was being interesting anyways. But famous person I met here, I told you I was going to tell you.
Yeah.
It was 1998 when you opened this place up.
Yeah.
And we walk in, and I was still a little bit on Ontario time, so a lot of Albertans might not get this, but the folks back home will. And I'm walking in and just leaving, and this lady comes up to me and she says, excuse me, you can't leave this party, because this place was jam-packed 50 times over that day. Remember, that was a great day. And you cannot leave before you say hello to your premier. And I said, oh, Mike Harris is here. And that was the Premier of Ontario at the time, but it was the great Ralph Klein.
Yeah, he was
and Ralph, Ralph was enjoying himself here, if you know what I mean. And he caught what I said, and he thought it was the funniest thing, because he thought I was joking. And I kind of like, oh my God, what's his name? What's his name? Because, I was just new here. And he sat us down and he started chit-chatting, and what, love him or hate him in politics, what a great personality.
He was amazing, Brew, and it's just so sad that when he should have really enjoyed all his accomplishments, he got sick, and we lost him too quick. Where he really deserved an opportunity to go out there and meet people as a retired, probably go down as one of the best premiers we ever had, and he just got really sick fast after he retired, and we just lost him too quick.
It's interesting, and this is not a shot to my hometown, Ottawa, he was your genuine, what you wanted to see in a politician, where you would see him sit down, and he would actually, you knew exactly what he was going to say. I met him a couple times.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, he had time for everybody, Brew, and that was beauty about Ralph. I think a measure of a person is, how do they treat people that cannot help their economic stature? Do you know what I mean? And so, how do you treat someone that has no way, shape, or form is going to benefit you, either through status or financially? And that was Ralph. I mean, he would talk to anybody, had time for everybody. Didn't have time for just big business, didn't have time for just athletes or celebrities or media personalities. Actually, Ralph was more comfortable at the St. Louis for the horse races on a Friday afternoon, just hanging out with the blue collar and just your everyday person. He could relate to everyone, and he could do business with the big boys, and he could drink a beer with with the construction worker. That was Ralph.
Yeah, it was funny because the day Mike Ditka got here, it was like 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I was actually waiting for somebody. And in my profession, I have to interview a lot of people. And I said, just meet me at this corner, Central, and there was nobody in here. And walks in Mike Ditka, and I didn't see him. And he, are you Tony? And I'm like, how do I know this guy? Like, he looks familiar. And I said, no, my name is Bruno. Bruno, can you get Tony? At what point did I become your caddy? And then I go, holy crap, it's Mike Ditka. Hey,
Yeah,
Mike,
there
how
you
you
go.
doing? He goes, I'm doing okay. Can you get me Tony? I can't find Tony. I'm like, whatever Mike wants. I remember he had these.
Oh man,
the
big,
claws.
big claws. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
That's right.
Well, you know what? That's pretty much all the time we have for this episode today. Thank you for tuning in with us. And you know what? Make sure you subscribe to our Megapix Media channel so you will never miss an episode. And also, you can follow us on LinkedIn and Facebook, Instagram. We have content almost every day. So thank you very much for joining us. I'll see you guys soon.